Lilah Roloff, the youngest child of Tori and Zach Roloff, who are well known for their roles on the reality TV show Little People Big World, LPBW, recently faced a life-altering event that shocked not only her family but the show's millions of fans. The little girl, known for her bubbly personality and vibrant presence on the show, was involved in an accident that would change her life in ways unimaginable to most. For those who are not familiar with the Roloff family, they have been part of the reality TV world since 2006. The show follows the lives of Matt and Amy Roloff, both little people, and their 4 children. The series offers a window into the lives of individuals with dwarfism, showing their everyday challenges and triumphs. Zach Roloff, one of the couple's children, also lives with dwarfism, and much of the show's focus has been on his experiences and those of his family. As part of the next generation of Roloffs, Lilah, Zach, and Tori's daughter, became a favorite among viewers due to her adorable presence and the unique storyline of being a little person, while also having a brother, Jackson, who is not. In this piece, we'll dive into the details surrounding Lilah Roloff's tragic accident, the immediate effects on the family, and the long-term consequences that still linger today. The accident. What happened to Lilah? The details of the accident have been slowly shared with fans via social media, interviews, and statements made by the Roloff family. The event unfolded in a seemingly innocent way, as Lilah was playing around her family's property in Oregon. The Roloff Farm, a central feature of the show, is not only the family's home, but also a place where many of the family's milestones and memories are made. From birthdays to family holidays, the farm has been a backdrop for some of the most poignant moments on Little People Big World. On that fateful day, Lilah was playing outside with her brother Jackson and some of her cousins. The children were on the farm, enjoying what seemed to be a normal day. However, a sequence of unfortunate events led to Lilah's devastating accident. The specifics of how the accident occurred are still unclear, but reports from family sources suggest that she was involved in an accident with a vehicle on the property. It's believed that the accident occurred when Lilah was in the vicinity of an all-terrain vehicle, ATV, that was being operated by a family member. ATVs are common on farms for various tasks, but they are also inherently dangerous, especially for young children. Given the remote nature of the Roloff farm, there were limited resources available in case of an emergency. The accident resulted in significant injuries to Lilah, leaving her with both physical and emotional scars. She was immediately rushed to the hospital for treatment, and her family rallied around her during the initial recovery process. The news of the accident quickly spread, with fans of the show expressing their concern and offering prayers for the young girl's recovery. The family made a statement on social media, asking for privacy while they focused on Lilah's healing. They thanked fans for their support and expressed their deep gratitude for the outpouring of love they received during such a challenging time. Immediate aftermath. A family in shock. As with any traumatic event, the immediate aftermath of Lilah's accident was marked by intense emotions and a whirlwind of activity. Zach and Tori Roloff, who have always been protective of their children's privacy, were understandably shaken by the incident. In their social media posts, they revealed how difficult it was for them to process what had happened and how challenging it was to watch their daughter endure such pain. For Tori, this event hit especially hard. She had been a dedicated and involved mother, always making sure her children were safe, while allowing them to experience the joys of growing up on the farm. The guilt she felt was palpable in her posts, as she expressed how helpless she felt knowing her daughter had been hurt, while enjoying what should have been a carefree day of play. Zach, who is also no stranger to overcoming challenges, found himself grappling with an entirely different set of emotions. As a father, he felt an overwhelming sense of responsibility to protect his family, especially his young children. The accident forced him to confront the realities of life as a parent, with the added difficulty of navigating life as a little person and the unique set of obstacles that come with it. During this time, the Roloff family received a great deal of support from their immediate circle, including extended family members. Matt and Amy Roloff, Lilah's grandparents, were quick to offer their help, and the family came together to provide the comfort and care Lilah needed. The strength of the family unit, both biological and extended, became a vital part of Lilah's healing journey. Tori and Zach Roloff, stars of the popular TLC show Little People, Big World, have always shared the highs and lows of their lives with fans. Known for their openness, the couple has become a relatable example of how to face adversity head-on, particularly in the context of raising children with dwarfism. As parents of Jackson and Lilah, both of whom have achondroplasia, a common form of dwarfism, Tori and Zach are confronted daily with challenges that many people outside of their world might not even be aware of. From navigating medical appointments to confronting societal perceptions and the realities of raising children with a condition that will affect them for the rest of their lives, Tori and Zach have consistently emphasized the importance of preparing their kids for what lies ahead. However, this preparation comes with emotional weight. It's not just about the logistics of care, but the psychological and emotional toll of knowing that Jackson and Lilah's lives will not follow the typical path. In many ways, Tori and Zach are not only protecting their kids, but also facing a harsh reality about the limited control they have over how their children's lives will unfold in the face of a society that is still learning how to embrace diversity in all its forms. Tori's reflections on motherhood. As a mother, Tori has often expressed concern over how Jackson and Lilah will experience the world. She has spoken openly about her fears for them growing up in a world that can sometimes be unkind to those who look different. Tori, like many mothers, worries about her children being bullied or treated unfairly because of their height or their differences in physical appearance. For Tori, these concerns are more than just hypothetical. They are a reality that she has had to face herself, and now she worries for her children. In interviews, Tori has shared that she fears for their emotional well-being. She knows that Jackson and Lilah will have moments of self-consciousness, and she wants them to feel confident in themselves, no matter what others may say or think. This fear has led to Tori advocating for better inclusion and awareness of people with disabilities. She often speaks about her desire to teach Jackson and Lilah how to stand up for themselves, how to be proud of who they are, and how to handle difficult situations with grace and strength. But Tori has also acknowledged that there will be times when it won't be easy. She knows that raising children with dwarfism comes with its own set of challenges, and it's a journey filled with moments of sadness and frustration. In one interview, she shared that it breaks her heart when she sees her children struggle with the societal limitations placed on them. These struggles are not just physical, but emotional too, as they deal with questions, stares, and sometimes even outright ignorance from others. Zach's perspective on raising kids with dwarfism. Zach, who himself has achondroplasia, understands the challenges of living with dwarfism more intimately than most. As a parent, Zach is keenly aware of the difficulties that his children will face, knowing full well what it's like to navigate a world that often isn't built with people like him in mind. This has led to Zach often expressing concern about how Jackson and Lilah will be treated as they grow older. Zach has talked about his own experiences with discrimination and how it shaped his perspective on the world. His hope is to ensure that Jackson and Lilah don't face the same hardships that he did. But he knows that the world is not always going to be kind, and this reality weighs heavily on him. In interviews, Zach has admitted that one of his greatest fears is that his kids will face bullying, exclusion, or even worse, isolation due to their condition. He recognizes that, while their family offers an immense amount of love and support, the world outside can sometimes be harsh. At the same time, Zach also holds onto a sense of optimism. While he's honest about the struggles, he also believes in the resilience of his children. He is confident that Jackson and Lilah will grow up to be strong individuals who can navigate the world with confidence, just as he has done. Zach's own journey of self-acceptance has been a long one, and he hopes to instill the same values in his children. that they should never feel ashamed of who they are, and that their differences make them special rather than inferior. The reality of raising kids with special needs, raising children with dwarfism, means that Tori and Zach have to be more mindful of certain health risks and challenges that many other parents may never have to consider. For instance, both Jackson and Lilah will face orthopedic issues and will likely need regular medical attention to monitor their growth and development. This includes surgeries, physical therapy, and ongoing medical appointments that are a regular part of life for children with achondroplasia. Tori and Zach have made it clear that they're committed to giving their children the best care possible. But this comes with its own set of emotional and financial burdens. The medical aspect of raising children with dwarfism can sometimes feel overwhelming. Tori and Zach have had to balance the emotional toll of watching their children go through treatments and procedures with their desire to maintain as normal a life as possible. At times, this has meant making difficult decisions about whether or not to pursue certain medical interventions, all while considering the long-term impacts on their children's health and well-being. They have made it clear that, while they want to do everything they can to support their children's physical growth, they also want to ensure that Jackson and Lilah grow up with a strong sense of self-worth. However, one of the most heartbreaking realities for Tori and Zach is knowing that their children will face challenges that are not always visible to the outside world. The subtle ways in which society marginalizes people with disabilities, such as inaccessibility in public spaces or negative stereotypes, are things that many people don't fully grasp. Tori and Zach are aware that their children may face these challenges as they grow older, and this awareness brings with it a sadness that's difficult to shake. Supporting their children's emotional growth as parents, Tori and Zach are deeply invested in helping Jackson and Lilah navigate the emotional aspects of their journey. They both acknowledge that raising kids with dwarfism will require more than just physical care. It will also require constant emotional support. Tori, in particular, has expressed a desire to create an environment where Jackson and Lilah feel empowered to talk about their feelings and ask questions as they grow older. The couple's primary goal is to ensure that their children understand that their worth is not defined by their height or their physical condition. They've both spoken about how they want Jackson and Lilah to know that they are loved unconditionally and that they should never let others define their value. This emotional support is key, especially as the children enter school and encounter the challenges that come with peer interactions and societal expectations. Tori and Zach also emphasize the importance of instilling resilience in their children. While they want to shield them from the pain of being treated differently, they also want to prepare them for those moments when they will inevitably face difficulties. It's about building strength in teaching Jackson and Lilah how to stand up for themselves, speak up when necessary, and most importantly, never feel inferior to anyone because of their condition. A bright future despite the sadness and challenges that come with raising children with dwarfism. Tori and Zach are hopeful for the future. They have expressed their belief that the world is becoming more inclusive and that society is slowly but surely changing its views on disabilities. They remain optimistic that Jackson and Lilah will grow up in a world where they can pursue their dreams and live fulfilling lives, regardless of the obstacles they may face. At the same time, Tori and Zach understand that there will always be challenges, and that's okay. They're determined to continue giving their children the tools they need to face the world with courage and confidence. Their commitment to fostering an environment of love, acceptance, and support for their children is unwavering. And while they acknowledge the sadness that comes with knowing their children's lives will be different from the norm, they also recognize that this difference is what makes their family unique and special. Ultimately, Tori and Zach Roloff have proven time and again that love, resilience, and determination can overcome any challenge. While they are sad about the obstacles their children will face, they are also incredibly proud of who they are, and they will continue to stand by their children every step of the way. In doing so, they hope to pave the way for a more inclusive world, where people of all sizes and abilities are celebrated for who they are.